Hello and welcome. If you're listening to this, you're probably working on your English listening skills and also looking for ways to move your career forward.
You are definitely in the right place.
We're going to slow things down just a little bit today. We want to be really clear and direct because this topic it's just so critical.
It's about a specific moment, isn't it? One that happens in, well, every job interview, every networking event.
A moment that can absolutely change your life or, ruin your chances in an instant.
It's that moment that makes everyone's heart beat just a little bit faster. And it really doesn't matter if English is your first language or your second. The pressure is. It's the same for everyone.
Okay, so imagine this. You walk into an interview. You're wearing your best clothes. You feel ready. You sit down. The interviewer smiles and says 4 simple words.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
It sounds so friendly, doesn't it? Like an invitation to just have a nice chat.
But it's a trap. For
Right.
most of us, it's a total trap. Our minds just go blank. We freeze up.
Or, and this might be even worse, we start talking and we just can't stop.
Exactly. We start to ramble. We get nervous. So today, we are going to fix that. We're doing a deep dive into a fantastic talk by Rebecca Okamoto. It's called How to Introduce Yourself and Get Hired.
And our promises. It's a bold one. She says you can introduce yourself perfectly in just 20 words.
20 words. That sounds almost impossible.
It does, right. But she has this specific strategy. She's broken it down into like a science. And by the end of this, we're going to give you 5 specific sentence structures, 5 formulas you can use right away.
And the best part, especially for everyone listening to improve their English, is that these formulas use simple, high-impact words. You don't need a huge vocabulary. You just need the right structure.
Mm-hmm. But before we get to the solution, we have to understand the problem. Why do we usually fail at this?
And the really comforting thing is that even experts fail at this. Rebecca Okamoto, she failed at this badly.
Oh, yeah. That's such an important part of her story. She wasn't some beginner. She was a supply chain expert with 20 years of experience at a huge global company, a leader in her field.
She was a superstar on paper.
Totally. So when she applied for a teaching job at the Supply Chain Institute, she was, very confident. She thought the job was basically hers.
So the interviewer asked the question, tell me about yourself. And Rebecca does what pretty much all of us do.
She starts listing her resume. I've got 20 years of experience. I managed this project. I won that award.
She calls this the data dump.
Yeah, the data dump. Think about a truck just backing up and pouring garbage all over the street. That's what she did with her information. She just dumped it all on the interviewer.
I think we do that because we're insecure, We think if we just list everything we've ever done, they have to be impressed.
Exactly. It's a defensive move. We're trying to prove our qualifications. But here's the brutal reality of that interview.
The interviewer actually interrupted her.
He cut her off mid-sentence. Oh, that's just the worst nightmare. It's so painful. The interviewer said, "Stop. It would be more useful if you explained how you can help us, not just talk about yourself."
And the interview was over in 5 minutes. She didn't get the job.
A huge lesson. She had all the qualifications, all the skills, but she lost the opportunity because she was focusing on completely the wrong thing.
She realized that being qualified doesn't get you attention.
Right. Qualifications do not equal attention. You can be the most qualified person there, but if you don't hook them immediately, it just doesn't matter. They've already stopped listening.
So she failed. But she didn't just give up. She spent the next 6 months really researching this, looking at viral headlines, the science of first impressions.
Everything. And then 6 months later, she gets a chance to test her new method. She's just having coffee with the CEO, and he asks her the same question. So what do you do?
And the old Rebecca would have given the data dump. I'm a supply chain expert.
Which is so boring. But this time, she used her new 20-word formula. Listen to what she said. She said, I am a communications consultant. I help people who have something to say but struggle to get it out.
I help people who have something to say but struggle to get it out.
Wow.
Wow. That is so different. It's short, it's clear.
And look at the reaction. The CEO didn't look bored. He leaned forward and he said the 3 magic words every single person wants to hear.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. That's the real goal. You're not trying to get hired in that first sentence. You're just trying to earn the right to keep the conversation going.
You want to make them curious. And she got hired, but 15 minutes later?
15 minutes later. So let's break this down. Why did this work? Rebecca says there are 2 secrets. So what's secret number 1?
Secret number 1 is be concise. And she means really, really concise.
She compares our attention span today to a goldfish.
Oh, goldfish. You mean like the little orange fish?
Yep. Scientists say a goldfish has an attention span of about 9 seconds. Rebecca's point is that people in a conversation are pretty much the same. You have about 9 seconds before they zone out.
That's funny, but it feels so true with smartphones and notifications.
Yeah. Right?
So the rule is 20 words or less.
Exactly. It forces you to edit yourself, to strip away all the extra fluff, and just keep what's most important.
Okay, so keep it short. That's the structure. What about the content? What's secret number 2?
Secret number 2 is this huge mindset shift. It has to be for you, not about me.
This is a really important distinction, especially if English isn't your first language.
Yeah.
Can we break down the difference between about me and for you?
Absolutely. About me focuses on you, the speaker. It's usually I am, then your job title. I am an award-winning author. I am a senior manager.
Which sounds impressive, but it's just a fact about you. It's like reading a label.
Exactly. It's passive. The listener hears it and thinks, okay, good for you. But now, a for you introduction that focuses on the benefit to them. So instead of, I am an author, you say,
I help new writers get published faster.
yes, I help new writers get published faster. Now, if you're a new writer, you are suddenly paying attention.
Because you're offering to help me.
That's the key. The listener is always asking one selfish question in their head. How will my life be different because of you? Your intro has to answer that question.
That is such a powerful shift. It goes from, look how great I am, to, here's how I can help you.
It creates a connection. So be concise and focus on the benefit. Now, how do we actually build these sentences?
Okay, this is the best part of her talk. Rebecca gives us 5 specific formulas. They're like templates you can just fill in.
Right. And as we go through them, if you're listening, maybe pause and think about how you'd fill in the blanks for yourself.
So formula number 1, she calls it the benefit. What's the structure?
The structure is simple. I help target audience achieve desired benefit.
I help target audience achieve desired benefit. I like that verb help. It's so active.
It's active, it's positive. So if you're a career coach, you don't say, I'm a certified coach. You say, I help job seekers confidently explain why they are the ideal candidate.
Ooh, that's strong. The audience is job seekers. The benefit is confidently explain why they are the ideal candidate.
Clear. Promises a result. Or for an English teacher, maybe, I help professionals speak English with confidence in meetings.
I love that. It's not, I teach English. It's, I help you speak with confidence. That's the benefit. Okay, but how do you make it even stronger to really stand out?
Then you go to formula number 2. This one's called the breakthrough. It adds a really powerful twist.
This is the one with the without clause, right?
Exactly. The structure is, I help target audience achieve benefit without the bad thing.
Why is adding that negative part, the without, so effective?
Because it solves a specific pain. We all want good things, but they usually come with a cost, right? We want to be fit, but we don't want to go to the gym.
We want to save money, but don't want to stop shopping.
Right. So if you can offer the good result without the pain, you become incredibly valuable.
She gives a great marketing example for this one.
She does. I help build brands in competitive markets without increasing marketing costs.
Oh, that is music to a manager's ears. Build the brand, but don't spend more money.
Exactly. Think about your own job. What pain point can you solve? Maybe it's I help teams finish projects ahead of schedule without sacrificing quality.
Without sacrificing quality. That is brilliant. It shows you're both efficient and careful.
It takes the risk away for the person hiring you. You're saying, I'll give you all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff.
Okay, but I'm thinking about some of our listeners who might be students or maybe changing careers. They might be thinking, I can't promise a huge result like that. I haven't done it yet.
And that's a really valid concern. You should never lie or overpromise, which is why she has formula number 3, and this is the passion.
Okay, the passion formula. How does that one work?
The structure is, I am passionate about a value to achieve what the audience values. I am passionate about... It feels a little softer, yeah, but still very driven.
It connects your personal motivation to their bigger goals. The example she gives is, I am passionate about helping those in need create life-changing opportunities.
It tells them about your character, what gets you out of bed in the morning.
Exactly. So if you're a student studying computer science, you could say something like, I am passionate about using technology to solve complex environmental problems.
That's so much better than just, I am a student. It shows you have goal, a direction.
Right. And employers want to hire people who are motivated by more than just a paycheck.
Okay, let's move on to formula number 4. This one is more about your personality, your way of thinking.
This is the strength. Okay. The structure is, I am known for a strength to achieve what the audience values.
I am known for? I like that phrase. It implies other people say this about you. It's like you have a reputation.
It adds a bit of social proof. The example from the talk is, I am known for critical thinking and turning information into actionable insights. Actionable insights. That's a great business English phrase. It means information you can actually use to make a decision.
Right. And this formula is great for those soft skills. So a project manager could say, I am known for staying calm under pressure to keep the team focused.
Now that is a huge asset. If I'm hiring a manager, I want that person.
It highlights how you work, not just what you've done.
And finally, the last one. Formula number 5, the mission.
This one is big. It's for leaders, people in nonprofits, or anyone with a really high-level goal. The structure is, I am on a mission to achieve a big value.
I am on a mission. That sounds so serious and confident.
It really commands respect. It makes you sound like a visionary. The example is, I'm on a mission to bridge health gaps and create sustainable change for vulnerable communities.
Wow. Bridge health gaps. That is a powerful, meaningful introduction.
When you use this formula, you really change the energy in the room. It stops being a job interview and starts being a discussion about changing the world.
Okay, so just to recap, we have 5 amazing tools. There's the benefit, I help. The breakthrough, I help without.
The passion, I am passionate about.
The strength, I am known for.
And the mission, I am on a mission too.
That's a perfect summary. But there is one final trap we have to talk about. You can't just pick one of these and use it forever for everyone.
Right. Context is everything. You're not a robot.
You have to read the room. If you're talking to a finance director, they care about money and efficiency. So maybe use the breakthrough formula about saving costs.
But if you're at a charity, they might care more about your heart, so you'd use the passion. or the mission.
Precisely. You have to be adaptable. Have these in your back pocket and pull out the right one at the right time.
Before we finish up, I want to talk about something really important that she mentions. It's about that internal battle we all face.
Ah, yes, the imposter syndrome.
Exactly. Even after learning all this, some of our listeners might feel, well, afraid to say these things out loud. They might think, who am I to say I help people? My English isn't even perfect. And Rebecca felt that too. Remember how badly she failed that first interview? Her inner critic was telling her she wasn't good enough, that she was a fake.
We all have that voice, especially when you're speaking in a second language. You worry about grammar, and that fear can stop you from showing your real value.
But this is where her breakthrough is so important. She realized that voice in her head was wrong. She was qualified. She was smart. The only thing wrong was her introduction.
So the problem wasn't the person, it was the packaging.
That's it, exactly. She asks this beautiful question at the end. She says, what if the voice in your head is wrong? What if you are impressive and you just need the right 20 words to show it?
That is such a relief to hear. You don't have to change who you are. You just have to change the first sentence you say.
It turns this huge, impossible problem into a small, solvable one. And for our English learners, you don't need complicated, fancy words. I help people. I am passionate about. These are simple sentences.
Simple is often clearer, more confident.
It is. So let's give a call to action, a challenge for everyone listening.
Okay. We want you to practice this. Don't just listen and then forget. Pick one of the 5 formulas, just one to start.
Write it down. Fill in blanks with your job, your goal. Then say it out loud. Stand in front of a mirror.
Or record it on your phone.
Okay.
Listen back. Count the words. If it's over 20, cut it down. Be ruthless.
And remember the goal. You are not trying to tell your entire life story. The goal is to hook the goldfish.
The goal is to get them to say, tell me more.
So think about a door that was recently slammed in your face, a job you didn't get, maybe. If you could go back to that moment with only 20 words, what would you say?
That is the question we want to leave you with. What are your 20 words? Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive. We really hope this gives you the tools and the confidence to introduce yourself in a completely new way.
It was a pleasure. Now go write those intros.
We'll see you next time.